So this time I'm going to show you how to integrate your keyboard with keyboard tracking from MetaQuest and how to interpret simple commands and make your 3D scene interactive. So in my opinion, the keyboard is the most underrated input system into XR devices because you can do a lot of stuff. Especially in this case, we see that, okay, our keyboard tracking is supported, the tracking state is here, I can track it in pass-through, I can track it in virtual reality. The keyboard will be tracked, will be followed, and I can interact with my scene in certain ways. For instance, changing the cube color here, the yellow cube, to another color. Let's say color, cube, without typo please, cube, and make it blue. And I can change it to blue. Or for instance, if I want to remove the car, destroy English keyboard, car, and it's gone. And I can even use the QR code tracking from the MetaQuest camera samples, either in pass-through mode or in virtual reality mode. For instance, if I use this QR code here, destroy cube, and you see that the text will be displayed directly in my text field. And for instance, just to give you the sample here again, I'll switch to VR mode, switch on my smartphone with the QR code. You can see it's tracking, the text is here, and if I now press enter, the cube is destroyed. And I just wanted to make it a little bit more playful, so I'll just move the UI a little bit more over here so that it will stay here. And let's type in meteor to start the meteor game, and you can see there are meteors falling down. 1, 6, 8, 9, 1, 6, 8, 9, 2, 3, 1, 9, 5, 9. Oh, that's too late, but we can still remove it. 2, 8, 4, 3, 2, 8, 4. This will 2, 8, 5, 3, 2, 8, 4, 3. Yeah. Okay, and as you can see, this is some kind of typing game, and I didn't find any real typing game in the MetaQuest store, but this is already a way to interact with the scene, to have a fun game, or to learn typing. For instance, if I type in create big sphere, is the name of the object I want to create. I can create a big sphere here, and I can say destroy English keyboard 9718. And remember, these are just strings, so I can easily name them with another scheme, but this is just for showing you how this is working. Destroy 7532, either with a command or just using the number, in this case 1517. And let's have a short look into the source code. So first of all, where do we start? We're generally starting with the track keyboard sample, which can be found in the MetaQuest documentation. So you can see here that there is a tracked keyboard sample. It's also available on Github. I'll put the links to that into the description box. There are a few issues, especially when it comes to upgrading to the latest SDK version, but this is actually not that big of a problem. So you can basically use that. You saw a similar mask in my project and implement the keyboard tracking itself. It is a little bit squishy, especially when you're using both input systems at the same time. But in general, it's not that complicated. And I also used the Quest Camera Kit for reading the QR codes, and the Quest Camera Kit has everything you need. And here is the QR code tracking sample. You can just use that and extend it, or you can start from scratch. It's actually pretty easy to use. And from the code side, please note that this is not production-ready code, as I just implemented it in my free time, and it's more or less a little bit squishy, but well, to give you a short impression, this is just a menu positioner which can be toggled on and off. A canvas distance scaler, so every meteor you saw has the same canvas size and distance, and different distances so you can easily read the name of the meteor, and there's a simple system of commands where you have a command and a trigger, a string trigger, and command actions, which will interpret these commands that are typed in and spawn different actions bound to the triggers. And there is an input system handler, which handles all the keyboard input. As I have both input systems, old and new, I had to hack my way through it. For instance, using the text input of the old input system instead of the new input system or the current input system, but all the control keys are generally working. So when using the tracked keyboard sample, make sure you always use one input system and not both. And that's basically it. The rest is more or less copy pasted. Here we have the tracked keyboard manager from the sample set up, the status text manager, the game logic over here where I have the commands and the triggers and the actions that should be executed, and a few prefabs which can be found by name. For instance, if I write create big sphere, this prefab will be spawned on the position of the command targets. And if I try to destroy something, it will always look for game objects with a certain name here. And of course, the UI itself, let's have a short look. It's using the UI set of Meta, and here is the input box, which is generally just a text mesh pro text, and this will be used, and there's a caret for typing in the commands, and that's generally it. It's very simple, very easy to create your own typing game on MetaQuest and to start typing or learn typing in whatever environment you are. You can also use this, for instance, for simple coding experiences or for teaching coding or for just interactions based on keyboard input. So I hope you liked that. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more of this. Please consider becoming a YouTube member too, or to support me on Patreon or on Ko-fi. And I guess that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.